Listen. I don't know how I feel about this fight. Cruz is not a boogeyman to me. He never was a boogeyman to me. Here's the punch stats, by the way. Here, 164 of 537 landed by Cruz. 105 of 775 landed by Cabrera. Cruz has been living off of this surviving 12 rounds with Gervonta Tank Davis for 3 fights now. Yoenis Gamboa, Eduardo Ramirez, who was a smaller fighter, by the way. Yoenis Gamboa was an old-ass man. And now, feather-fisted Giovanni Cabrera, who fought a lot better than a lot of people probably expected him to. And he's got a chin. Dude was eating some major punches and wasn't even flinching. Cruz deducted a point for a headbutt. Or headbutts mostly out of frustration of being held. I gotta be honest, we're waiting for the cards to be read, and I just don't think that Cruz deserves a fight with Tank Davis. I don't want to see it. He hasn't done nothing for me to be like, yo, you're gonna do better this time. It's a step backwards for Tank Davis, in my personal opinion. Cruz coming into the fight as we are waiting for them to read the cards. 24-2-1 with 17 KOs, 25 years old, listed at 5'4" with a 63-inch reach. Since losing to Gervonta Davis in December of 2021, he has been living off of that, fighting Gamboa and Eduardo Ramirez, who is a natural, 130 pounder, 126er. We're going to listen to the scorecards here. To the fight. Let's turn it up. Take your time out. Like the video, subscribe.
Decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Glenn Feldman scores the bout 114 to 113 in favor of Giovanni Cabrera. Judge at ringside, Don Trella sees it 114 to 113 in favor of Cruz. And judge at ringside, Benoit Roussel sees the action 115 to 112 in favor of the winner, Pitbull Cruz.
What do we say about leaving it to the judges? A scary moment there for Cruz, who...
I agree with those cards. I'm glad that the cards reflected how good Cabrera did despite losing. I think Cruz won the fight, but I agree with those scorecards. But as I was saying, I don't consider Cruz no dang-gone boogeyman. And I don't respect his resume after losing to Tank Davis. Let's listen to the post-fight interview.
Felix De Jesus will translate for it. Congratulations.
Him versus Frank Martin makes perfect sense.
That this was as close as the judges did on this split decision.
¿Que la pelea era tan cerca como lo vieron los jueces?
No, creo que él nunca me conectó buenos golpes y bueno, ellos son los que toman la última decisión y la gente es el mejor juez.
I mean, the judges take their own decisions, but I don't feel he connected with any punches, and but they are the judges. They made the decision.
We found out that he has a very, very hard head. Are you surprised that he didn't go down with any of those shots?
Vimos que tiene una cabeza dura. ¿Tú estás sorprendido que con todo ese golpe que tú le diste no se cayó?
Sí, es un muchacho de respeto. Yo siempre respeto a todos los rivales. Y bueno, esta noche fuimos superiores a él.
We were superior tonight, but I do respect all of my opponents, and he was very good today.
In this fight, what do you think? Well, let's put it another way. Did you feel as though this was going to be as difficult of a test as it was?
¿Tú pensabas que iba a ser tan difícil como fue esta pelea?
No, lo esperaba más suelto, pero creo que pensó que era mi cumpleaños, por tanto abrazo que me dio.
No,
was he frustrated?
He was frustrated a little bit, but I think he thought it was my birthday. So many huggings that he was giving me during the fight. He was hugging me all night.
Ryan Garcia is calling you out on Twitter. Would you like to fight Ryan next?
Ryan Garcia en Twitter dice que quiere pelear contigo. ¿Quiere pelear con Ryan Garcia?
Si la gente lo quiere y su empresa no le da miedo venir y pelear, estamos listos para brindarle una gran batalla a toda la gente.
If the people want to fight and his people want to come over on this side and have the fight, we'll do it, no problem. And if people want to see the fight, definitely.
All right, Isak, congratulations. Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
All right, Mauro, back to you.
All right, Jim, Isak Cruz picking up.
I think that makes sense for him and Ryan Garcia to fight, and it's a lucrative fight for him. But not Ryan Garcia. I think him and Frank Martin should fight to get a shot at Tank Davis. Not him after this resume that he's built since losing to Tank Davis. By the way, here are the scorecards. 114-113 for Cabrera. 115-112 for Cruz. 114-113 for Cruz. Remember, he was deducted a point for headbutts. But do you want to see here? Let's do it this way. Type 1 in the chat if you are fine with Tank Davis, Isak Cruz 2, or 2 in the chat if you just don't want to see it. Me personally, I'm 2. I don't want to see it. I'm not. It's nothing that's like, yo, in the rematch, shit gonna be different. In fact, I see Tank probably knocking him out and stopping him. Remember, Isak Cruz was somewhat of a short notice fight, a replacement for Rolly Romero, as Rolly Romero had legal issues outside of the ring before he would eventually get the fight and get stopped himself. Hell, even Isak Cruz versus Rolly Romero is even like, but no, not getting Tank. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. You know, like, not all for this. Like, no, And, you know, I'm guessing they're thinking like, well, you know, all the Mexicans, you know, for one, I identify as half black, half Irish, and half full-blooded Chicano. So, of course, I want to root for my Mexican brother. But at the end of the day, you know, they can't keep pandering to us Mexicans and be like, yo, put the black fighter against the Mexican fighters and all us Mexicans going to go out and we're going to buy the fight. That's, you know, that's what they thinking. You know, that was the Floyd Mayweather shit. You know, that was the Floyd Mayweather strategy. Black fighter versus the Mexican fight. Yes, I'm half Mexican. I'm full-blooded Chicano. That's the good stuff I hear, like being Chicano. So what we're going to do is take a small break here as they're doing some filler content on the pay-per-view portion. So you can go stretch your legs, go walk the dog, or take the dog out for a little piss, go warm up a snack. Here are the gambling odds for the sinners out there. I am going to stretch my legs, take the dog out for a piss, fill up my water cup, smoke a little pot, and we're going to come back and when the fighters are doing their ring walks. So the main event is next. I can't actually believe